Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we're continuing our 2020 SHOT Show coverage. We come by the Innovative Arms booth. These guys, well, innovation's in the name, all right, so if that tells you anything, but they're coming up with some really cool ideas, and they've got some really cool integral stuff that they're doing, and one of the things that jumped out at me instantly was their integral Scorpion K kit. All right, now they have a normal integral that they're running for the standard size Scorpion that has one extra baffle. It's a little bit longer, but this is the K model. It's completely ported. Now, the cool thing about running a ported gun, and you guys are probably familiar with like the MP5 in the SD configuration, you can run supersonic ammunition and it comes out quiet because all that extra expansion that you get, all of that volume inside of the suppressor, it'll make anything quiet. If it's a subsonic, it's super quiet. If it's supersonic, it's still going to be quiet because of all that expansion. So another interesting thing that they've kind of done a little bit different with this integral forend here is that they're running an HB rail. Okay, you guys know HB Industries. We've done a little bit of stuff. You've probably seen a few YouTube videos where we've messed with a few of the rails and everything. They have the thermal capabilities that this handguard gives. You get about a 50-degree difference. You shoot about 3 or 4 mags. The suppressor itself will be about 110, 120 degrees or so, but the handguard will be about 50, 60 degrees cooler. So just enough to keep your hands from getting burned. That was one initial bit of feedback that people were giving Innovative Arms on the original CZ integral forend, was that it did get a little bit warm, so they have remedied that with the K model. You still have your M-LOK accessory on the bottom, and so you can still add your M-LOK candy on there. You've got a very small hand stop there on the end. A lot of folks, when they're shooting these shorter PDWs, it's really easy for that hand to accidentally slip up out front, so it's always smart to have some kind of a hand stop, even if it's a small one, just to kind of mentally remind you when you're shooting, oh, there's the end of the barrel, But in my opinion, this literally is the culmination of what the CZ Scorpion can be. It just doesn't get any further down the rabbit hole than that. That's the plateau for the Scorpion. It's short, it's handy, the stock folds, lots of magazine options out for the Scorpion now. At its base core, it's still a Scorpion, but really cool setup. This is the HB Industries mag latch there and their trigger bow. And that's a Yeti work script. So the cool thing about the Scorpion is that there's a lot of manufacturers making great accessories for these things, right? So it's what a time to be alive, right? Like 30 years ago, this just wouldn't be around. It's just so cool to see all the innovation and just cool things that people are doing in the industry. So we're gonna check out a couple more things. They got some cool integrals and some great suppressor designs. So let's have a look. All right, guys, one more integral I'm gonna show you. This is their Smith & Wesson M P 1522. These guns are great. They run and run and run and run, super reliable. But this one, really, really great with an integral setup on it. It's a 10.5-inch barrel that's ported. So even if you run supersonic ammo through it, it comes out quiet as heck. If you run subs, it's really, really quiet with subs and everything like that. They went with a 3/8-inch end cap, so basic 3/8 socket driver, bam, pull the end cap right off. Super, super easy maintenance. The way that they did the ports on these and all of the chambers and everything, the expansion chambers, they don't really collect carbon and dirt quite like you would think. Really, really easy to clean. Just pull a bore snake through it, rinse it off, lube it up, put it back together. Really cool setup. So they're doing a lot of interesting stuff. They've got some stuff with the Ruger 1022s. They've got a Charger over there, a full-length Ruger 1022 that uses the same type of a setup. Integral is always fun just because it keeps the overall length as short as you can possibly get it. And integrals are cool because you generally get a little more expansion volume within the entire system, which will generally yield a quieter setup, okay? So that's really neat. We're gonna check out some of their suppressor designs. Let's have a look. All right, we're gonna quickly go over a couple of their suppressor designs. Things are actually pretty cool, all right? This is their 5.56 interceptor can. This is heat-treated stainless, all right? Really, really solid suppressor. And one of the things about it that's really cool is the mounting system. The mounting system that they use is very, very clever. This little latch just moves over. It's about 50 thou, so it's not a ton of movement. The way it locks in, it forms a really, really good mechanical bond. And because of the movement, the direction of movement, it's not something like a latch that can wear out or anything like that. It's a completely different type of thing. You can see here the way that when the suppressor sets onto the muzzle device, it has a really good seal against this angle right here. This bit of taper right here provides a great seal, so you're not ever going to worry about these threads getting all built up with carbon and everything. And the cool thing about it is once it's locked into place, all right, I'm gonna push it on as if I were locking it on. It's almost like a door jamb. It creates a really, really solid position. It can't move left or right, can't move any direction. Once it's locked, it's locked. But the cool thing about it is to take it off, you literally just push and it's about 50 thou worth of movement, and then you start the movement. Once it's past the initial teeth, which are right there, see, it's just a couple of small teeth. The way this thing is timed is real precise. So you're not having to have that latch moving over a whole set of teeth around the entire suppressor and hold the latch down and take the suppressor off, right? You're only overcoming just those initial teeth on there, okay? So if it's locked on right now, it's on there, all right? To take it off, all right, push it down, unscrew it, and then once it's past there, the rest of the way it's gonna come right off. So that's really clever. So you're not having to wear a latch out on like a AAC SDN6 or something like that, where you've got all those teeth and that latch is always constantly wearing against it and wearing out the latch. That's a very clever design, and it keeps it nice and low profile, all right? All right, this is their Slingshot Rimfire Can. Okay, the end cap here is alloy. We've got a titanium tube, stainless steel baffles, okay? 8 points of index here, so you can rotate the tube around. If you're worried about carbon buildup, you can just loosen this sucker up, maybe rotate the tube around the inner baffle, and that'll help kind of break up some of the carbon. You know, you're not getting the same wear in each direction and everything like that. You've got a 3/8 inch flat here, so you can tighten it up on your gun, remove it, take it off, whatever. Here, I'll pull it apart and just show you. It's monocore, so you can see how that is. Really cool setup. Good rimfire can, not super heavy. Real rugged, can't go wrong with titanium, super lightweight, super strong. For cleaning, just loosen that end cap, kind of give it a bit of a turn to scrape some of that carbon. Even if you're like in the middle of shooting, maybe while it's still warm, you can just loosen that up, turn this, put it back. Now the reason you got these teeth here, you can index it, so if you want the tube to index in a certain place. Some people are funny about the direction that the letters are facing and stuff like that, so that allows you to do that. Pretty cool stuff there. All right, we're gonna check out their 9mm can that's set up for a tri-lug. This is a really cool setup. All alloy, except for the end cap 17.4 stainless, heat treated stainless. Really, really great tri-lug setup. Nice and lightweight. I like the tri-lug system. I know some people aren't super crazy about it, but I've come to like the tri-lug. Just, it's handy, it's useful, it's great if you just need to take the suppressor off to clean the gun or move it around, put it in the case, whatever you need to do. So we thought we'd show that off. We're gonna be doing some stuff on these suppressors and with their integrals throughout the course of this year, so stay tuned for that. There's so much cool stuff to look at. I wish I could show you everything. They've got a ton of great things that they're doing. So stay tuned, we've got a lot more videos on the way. We hope to see you. We're gonna be out on the floor. Lots more SHOT Show videos, so stay tuned. And go over on Ballistic Ink and pick yourself up a Grenade Hawaiian shirt. You'll be happy you did. All right, have a good one. See you next time.